So I started winning mad at competitions in comedy, and that's what really made me, you know what I'm saying, started really hitting that stage.
And what year was this? What year was this?
This was,
when
I started in 1998.
1998.
Yeah, I started in 1998. So yeah, I started hitting them clubs up, boom. Then I ended up getting my first TV lick, my BET job. I shot BET in, I think, New Orleans. Yeah, I shot BET in New Orleans, matter of fact, yeah. Shot BET in New Orleans, killed it. Then they called me back again. I did BET in New Orleans, Atlanta, and Miami. I did BET in all three of those states and shit.
And when you do BET, they fly you out, they pay all expenses, or you got to get out there?
Now they fly you out,
right.
Pay you, spend your hotel and all that shit. Yeah, they do all that fly shit.
All right. And this is on the come up.
Yeah.
So you was doing BET Comic View.
Comic View, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was seeing you at.
Yeah,
I was seeing your work.
Comic View.
You had me dying.
Yeah.
And I was in jail too, so I needed the lab.
Yeah,
you heard?
I was in Comic doing that Comic View shit. And then Bad Boys of Comedy came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Def Jam had came back. I caught Def Jam.
You killed Def Jam.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I kept getting all these, you know, these shows and shit. Then one day I was walking down the street. Me and my man, another comedian, they was walking down Lenox. And they was filming Paid in Full. And in this scene, this was the scene when Cam grabbed the nigga out the car and punched him in the face. So I was there for that. I was walking through watching that. And me and my man was coming through. I told my man, I said, yo, they filming the movie up here. Yo, let's go check it out. He was like, nah, man, I'm going home, man. Fuck that bullshit. So boom, I walked into the to the crowd. And I didn't know my episode of BET had came on the night before.
Oh, so people noticed you.
So when I was walking through the crowd, niggas was like, yo, that's that kid from BET. That's that kid from BET.
Yeah.
And Dave Man told him, he's like, yo, that kid was on BET. That nigga mad funny. And Dave was like, yo, I know that nigga. He's like, yo, Smoke, hey, you do comedy? I was like, yeah. He was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, yeah, man, I do comedy. He said, my man said you was funny. I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, nigga, go get a tape right now. I jetted out there. I lived up on 161st in Amsterdam then, between Amsterdam and Broadway then. Jetted uptown, Pope, got me a tape. That's when the VHS tapes was out. I bought the VHS tape back, bought the tape to the nigga. Them niggas looked at the tape out. Like a week later, I got the phone call. Pope, come to the office, 50th and Broadway. Got down to 50th and Broadway. Walked in. Charlie Murphy at the table.
Charlie Murphy.
Kevin Hart at the table. Capone at the table.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We all walked in and shit. Go in the office, I see Jay-Z walking around. Aaliyah walking around. Like, this shit was crazy. Beanie, like, the whole office was flooded, nigga. The whole rock was in there. State Property was in there. Beans and them. Yeah, Beans and State Prop. Game and them. Loon.
Loon that was down with Bad Boy?
Yeah. All the niggas was in there that day. So, yeah, after that, boom, we started working on the movie. You know what I'm saying? He told us what the plan was, what the movie was about, whatever, blah, blah. So, boom, me and Charlie Murphy wrote the movie. So, Charlie Murphy used to have, me and Kevin used to go to Charlie Murphy house and work on the movie and shit with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? We used to go over to the crib. We used to get on George Washington, go over the bridge, walk mad far to this nigga house and shit. Word.
Oh, Charlie Murphy?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, man. That's my guy. Mad funny, man.
We walked through his crib for the whatchamacallit shit. Then next thing you know, yeah, we did the movie. That was the part where Kevin Hart was on Drink Champs talking about the time when me and him was in Charlie Murphy house and Charlie showed us the karate tape. because Charlie was a martial artist.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, and in his basement, this nigga had mad karate dummies in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, nigga, you fight karate? He was like, yeah, man, I be fighting karate, man, I be doing my thing, blah, blah, blah. He was telling us about this old nigga named Walt, right? That's mad nice, some old ninja type nigga. That's mad nice. So boom, they had a. He was like, matter of fact, I got a tape coming in. I'm waiting for this tape, and next thing you know, the tape ain't came. So he's like, yo, we gonna watch this tape real quick. And the nigga put the tape on. Charlie got in. It was Charlie and Walt in the scene. He's like, word up. He's like, word up, I'll be doing my thing. The first scene we looked at, this nigga Walt kicked the shit out of Charlie. Knocked this nigga out the fucking screen, yo. Me and Kevin like, oh shit, what the fuck? And I was like, yo, this nigga kicking your ass, man. He was like, nah, man, wait a minute, watch. It's gonna get better. Then the nigga started fighting and shit. Next thing you know, he kicked him again and shit. That shit was crazy, yo. Word up.
Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, man.
We was in Charlie house one day. Nobody know this story. It's only Kevin and Charlie know this story. We was in Charlie house one day, and that's when I was mad athletic. So it was a ceiling in Charlie karate basement. Like, you know, the ceiling to the doorway. And I told Kevin and Charlie, I said, I bet y'all can kick that shit. That shit was mad high. He was like, man, get the fuck out of here. I jumped up there and kicked that shit with one jump. Wow, whip, kicked the ceiling and shit. Them niggas was like, yo, this nigga got ups.
Smoke.
Word up. Yeah,
mad talented
I
on the
jumped
low.
up and kicked that shit mad high and shit. They was like, damn, this nigga could jump his ass off. And Charlie and Kevin used to always say that. That nigga used to be like, yo, this nigga did some shit one day and surprised the shit out of me.
So you and Kevin came in the game together too.
I thought he was bullshit when he said he could do it. Yeah, me and Kevin was in the game together. Hell yeah. Kevin, when Kevin first started, I saw when Kevin did his first show. Word up at Market Square Arena in Philadelphia with Michael Blackson. Yeah, his name was Little Cat.
All right.
Yeah, that's what he used to call himself, Little Cat. And shit. So, yeah, I saw his first show. And me and Kevin, we always was cool and shit. Like, since we was grinding in the beginning. Kevin had a room out in Atlantic City that he used to do called Sweets Cheek to Cheeks or some shit like that. It was a wild comedy room, too. The shit was gangster, nigga. Niggas be in the front throwing bones at you, all the wild hustling niggas out there. Niggas used to have, this club was so wild, niggas used to have security on stage with you. Word up, you be on stage, there's two niggas beside you and shit, a security guard sitting next to you and shit.
While you telling your jokes?
While you telling your jokes, word.
That's crazy.
That shit was crazy. Yeah.
Take the humor out of it, man.
Yeah, man.
Take the humor out of it.
Yeah, two security guards right next to you, man. Yeah,
and that was in Atlantic City?
That was in Atlantic City, yeah.
Yeah, Atlantic City, a lot of people, they like comedy out there.
Yeah. They had a nice little, it was a little bar and shit, but that shit was wild as fuck, yeah. Wild as fuck.
So, so your first movie was what, Paid in Full?
Nah, my first movie was Paper Soldiers.
Paper Soldiers.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, my first movie was Paper Soldiers.
So you wasn't in Paid in Full in that scene with Cam when he pulled the dude out the car?
Nah,
I could have thought I heard your voice in that scene.
Nah,
making jokes on the side, you heard?
I was walking by when that shit was. I ended up walking through just watching that scene.
Oh, all right.
Word.
So your first movie was Paper Soldiers?
Yeah, then we did, soon we did Paper Soldiers, like, I think the next year we did Death of the Dynasty.
But before we get to Death of the Dynasty, take us back to Paper Soldiers. How was it on the set? That was your first movie set.
Oh, man.
Was you nervous? You know
what? It was so much fun. I was not nowhere near nervous. That shit was just straight fun. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it was like, we really got to make up our own lines and shit and do us in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So that shit made it easy for me. You know what I'm saying? That shit made it mad easy for me. I had fun out there. Word up. And then all the niggas we was around was funny niggas, like Nori and all these niggas. Like on the side, these niggas is funny niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that we just all blended in perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody blended in perfectly. Even being on his thug shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit all blended in perfectly in the movie and shit. With all our personalities and shit were. Kevin was the talker. I was the wisecracker. You know what I'm saying? A little slick nigga. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit, everybody blended in perfect. My man, what's my man name? Who was in the car? The nigga was mad funny.
Oh, the black dude that.
His name was Robert.
Yeah, we was doing the burger.